Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, May an Engaged Couple Be at Home Alone where the parents may walk in any moment. So this, of course, involves the halachot of yichud. So we need to have some of the basics of yichud. The halacha is that a man and a woman who are not married cannot be alone. Anyone with arayot, prohibited relationships, they cannot be together, cannot be alone. That's the Isser Doraita, according to many, Isser Doraita of Yichud. They cannot be alone together. But wait a second, someone's going to walk in any moment. So this young couple is in the house. They're going to be getting married in another few weeks. And they're home alone, but people are going to walk in. So when people are going to walk in any moment, it's known as Pesach Pasua. The door is open, unlocked, or it's going to be open. People have keys, they're going to be walking in. It's known as Petach Patuach, where the doors are, and that is a legitimate heter. The Gemara talks about, and the Shulchan Aruch codifies this in Hilchot Yichud Siman Chav Bet and Even HaEzer. And it does talk about a petach patuch, where the door is open, or someone's going to be walking in on you. So technically it may be mutar. However, there is a category called libo gaspa. Libo gaspa means where there's a strong attachment, and the couple is connected to each other, and there's a bond there. Then certain restrictions may apply to them, don't apply to others. So the Shulchan Aruch says, if you have a case where a woman is at home with an electrician, and they're all friends, but her husband is in town. So normally the fact that Baal Be'i, her husband, is in town, that takes away the prohibition of a woman being alone with someone, because the husband's in town, and there's a certain fear. However, if it's Libo Gaspa, there's a connection between her and the electrician, they're old friends, so then the fact that the husband is in town is not going to help out, and it's prohibited. So what do you say about the case of an engaged couple where they're very connected to each other and the door is open? Do we say just like when the Libo Gaspa, there's a connection, so that connection outweighs the permit of Baal Be'i when the husband is in town, so too that connection, Libo Gaspa, will outweigh the permit of Pesach Pasuach, the fact that the door is open, the fact that people are going to walk in at any minute. So the Shulchan Aruch only writes the restriction of Libo Gaspa when he talks about the case of the husband is in town. When the door's open, he doesn't say there's any restriction, implying that even if the couple's close, there's a connection there. The fact that the door's open is enough. The Chalka Machoke says, no, it doesn't matter. Once there's a connection, there's a strong connection, then the husband in the town doesn't help, and the front door being open or people walking in any moment doesn't help. Rav Moshe says there's a svara to say that when the door is open, it's just halachically not defined as being alone, because you're in a place which is exposed to the public, so it's defined as a public place. So there is a svara like that, not like the Chalka Machoke. So there are those who are lenient, and it would turn out that a couple technically could be alone, an engaged couple could be alone in the house where the door's open, or the parents could be walking any moment, or they could be downstairs in the living room, the parents are upstairs, anyone could walk in on them any moment. And there's room to say that the fact it's Libo Gaspa, the door open to the street, is enough. Libo Gaspa is not a problem, and not like the Chalka Machoke. In my humble opinion, even if technically there is room to be lenient, I strongly advise for a young couple going out where they're connected to each other, there's a lot of excitement and a lot of passion there, I strongly suggest not to rely, in my humble opinion, not to rely on the leniency. Oh, someone's going to be walking in any moment. Yetzer hara is so strong that it may be hard to keep level-headed in such a situation. So technically, it could be it's mutter that even though it's Libo Gaspa, they're strongly connected, the door's open, and someone's going to walk in. So luckily, we're not considered to be alone. There's a lot of good lumdus, and there's svaras to be lenient. I just don't think it's advisable. I think a young couple at that stage in life, during those weeks leading up to the wedding where there's so much passion, should be advised to deal with caution always, in my opinion, be in front of people, be in a nice restaurant, a nice lobby, in a hotel with other people around, so that the Yetzer hara doesn't get the better hold of the couple. Shalom.